The following stream has been approved for all puzzle audiences by the puzzle general community.
Hey guys, how's it going? This is Cards of the Heart, and welcome back to Puzzle General's Pokemon Puzzle League Speedrun Tournament 2020. And it looks like we've got one more bracket spot ready to be decided. We are getting to the nitty and gritty of determining the final spots for our final bracket, and now we've got our next to last, our penultimate, if you will, Group C matchup between Kariohki and a person making his debut in this tournament, Tetris Attackr. And to help me call the action once again is our S-Hard record holder, Tayman.
Hey everyone, how's it going? Happy day after the 20th anniversary of PPL. I hope you guys all had as much fun yesterday as we all did racing the game.
Oh yeah, I've definitely got some things to share from my own viewpoint of that event, whatever that was. And hey, I got $20 out of it, so not so bad. But
shout out to Monty.
Yeah, shout outs to Monty, our normal mode record holder, and just overall good person. Definitely should try to catch him playing Wario's Woods. It's pretty good. In any case, if you guys are just tuning into this game for the first time and you are not completely understanding how the game works, as a lot of people are apt to do when looking at this for the first time, let me try to attempt to explain how this game is played and how we like to play it. Pokemon Puzzle League is a Match 3 puzzle game first released for the Nintendo 64 on September 25th, 2000 in North America and March 2nd, 2001 in Europe. It was re-released on the Nintendo Wii Virtual Console in both regions in May 2008. It is a Match 3 puzzle game in that if you match at least 3 of the same panel either horizontally or vertically, the panels will disappear. To win, however, you need to do more than just simply match 3 at a time. You need to make combos and chains to not only prevent your gradually rising stack from reaching the top of your playfield for a time, but also to send garbage to your opponent to make their stack reach the top of their playfield. You make combos by matching more than 3 panels in a row at the same time. They don't keep your stack from rising for very long, but they do send small garbage to your opponent that can prove to be very disruptive. You make chains by linking sets of 3 or more matches together. Make a set of panels disappear, and then have the panels immediately above them fall into another match. Not only does this keep your stack from rising for a longer period of time, but it will make thicker garbage blocks that will be more effective at actually filling out your opponent's stack to the top. If your stack reaches the top of your playfield and the game tries to break your stack through the top, you lose. So you want to avoid this at all costs and force it on your opponent as much as possible. To beat these computer opponents, you'll have to either make sure that they run out of time while their stack is completely topped off, send so much garbage to your opponent so they can no longer make a move, or send garbage to your opponent in such a way so that they think that they can no longer make a move. Hard mode contains 15 stages, and V-Hard and S-Hard have 16. In this tournament, players will be racing through those stages to get to the end as fast as they can. The first player to defeat the final opponent wins the race. The first player to win 3 races wins the match. Best of luck to all of our players. Alright, let's go over real quick how this tournament is being conducted, and as our group stage is coming to a close in 1 week. We had started with players divided into 4 round-robin groups of 3 to 4 players, and throughout we will be racing against the versus computer players in the one-player stadium. And as I explained, these matches are all best of 5, so the first person to win 3 races of both players trying to get to the end of one of the game levels as fast as possible wins the match. We are playing on the hard difficulty to start this group stage, but we are close to getting to our double elimination final bracket stage, where we will be upping the difficulty. And that final bracket will contain the top 2 players in each of our 4 groups. And as we go into Group C here, we've only had 1 match of 3 so far. Foxy Man, a little while ago, took care of Karioki 3-0, and now Tetrisattakr is going to get his shot at Karioki. And the way Foxy Man's been playing, it feels like that this match is going to determine who's going to get the second spot in our group. Do you see any reason to believe otherwise, Tay?
Well, okay, so let's see here. Foxy has won the 1 match against Karioki. I think it's possible that Foxy could slip up enough in his second match against, or in his match against Tetrisattakr. In Foxy's first match, he was slipping up a fair bit, and I honestly thought that he was going to have a better average hard mode time, but it seems like the nerves have kind of gotten to him a little bit with his times in his first match. And then I know he was on close to world record pace on S-Hard a few weeks ago, and unfortunately nerves got to him on Mewtwo. Wasn't able to close that out. So something that he's still dealing with, it seems. So if that were the case, then everyone would have gone... Gosh, I am not good at doing quick bracketology in my head, but if Tetrisattakr wins this one against Karioki, and then Tetrisattakr would definitely be in, and then it's going to be a battle of who's going to be the number 1 or number 2 seed. So I would not write Tetrisattakr off against Foxy in their matchup this week, and I think he has a pretty strong shot against Karioki today. Karioki being a more casual speedrunner of the game, and Tetrisattak's qualifying hard mode run was over 2 minutes faster than Karioki's. So for this matchup, I definitely have Tetrisattakr sweeping the 3-0, and I think he has a decent shot in upcoming matchup against Foxy as well.
Yeah, all we can say for certain is that if Carrie loses, she is definitely out. So whatever she wants to try to channel to try and get competitive in this match, she's gonna have to find it, because Tetrisattakr is definitely taking some of his skills from playing Tetris Attack over to this game, and I think his qualifying times do show it.
Well, I think Karioki is going to have a powerful motivating force for this matchup, and that is that she is currently missing the Alchemy RPG marathon going on at RPG Limit Break. So she's going to want to really ramp it up and get these matches over with, so she can get back to watching that, I imagine.
Oh my Jesus! That you know, the things you learn about learning about these players, it's always something new with them. But in any case, let's not waste too much more time, so Carrie can get back to that marathon. Let's get right right into our matchup here. Alright, I will let our players know that we are ready.
This is not a good sign for Tetrisattakr. He's getting some practice in, going over 2 minutes on Mewtwo, or on Gary.
Alright. Our player's been notified that we are about to get this started. We will start this best of 5 match very, very shortly. Again, this hard mode has 15 stages that these players will have to traverse through. It will go through a second iteration of Gary. So that's what we'll be looking for as our goal in each of these races. Here we go with game 1. I don't mind the graphical flashes too much from TA. He plays on an emulator, and N64 emulations had problems.
Oh, that would have been an 8 or 9 if Gary didn't have that clear lined up.
And don't look now, but Carrie sent some thick garbage to TA, and she's gonna take a very slight early lead here. We expect.
Yeah, I was gonna say hard mode can be if you don't have the amazing cursor speed like karaoke isn't quite up there with cursor speed. It's easier to just send the thicker garbage blocks. If you know how to chain well enough, just send a 4 or 5 chain, and that'll do you well most of the time.
Oh my goodness!
Wow. 9 for Tetrisattakr.
Oh yeah. TA sent a lot of combos in that chain. Just decided to leave it at an X3 chain. That served him very well. So in these hard mode races, especially early on, we're going to be looking for stage times in the 15 to 20 second range from both players. And TA is definitely stepping up his end of the bargain for some part of it. And yeah, another 18 second Misty there.
18 seconds with a clear is not bad at all.
So you're going to see these players try to make 4 combos to start their chains. You really want combos at the start of your chain. The goal is we are looking for garbage that separates from the rest of the garbage that you send. And if that garbage does fall to the bottom like that and separates, then these CPUs can get very, very distracted by it. And you can actually get some rather creative kills in this level thanks to that.
Well, generally, even if they find a clear on the smaller garbage block, they've already wasted time going for that clear, and because it's such a short clear time, like almost immediately the stop time is going to start counting down again once that's cleared, and they won't always have time to get back up to clear the big garbage block. Unfortunately, Erica finding a clear on Tetrisattakr, having those blocks lined up, it's just I think it's really important to send your initial attack as fast as possible. I think that makes you more likely to catch the AI out of position. If the longer you wait to send your initial attack, the more time you're giving the AI to get blocks arranged for a clear. So that is the key to hard mode, I'd say. Just getting off your initial attack as quickly as possible.
And it's got to be decently sizable, too, to actually fill these opponents. And Carrie, seeing the hard way what happens when you don't completely fill an opponent's stack right away. And TA is a little slow on topping off Koga as well, leading to a garbage clear. That first attack, like how big you make it and when you are able to send it is really going to play a pivotal role in how fast you can make these stages. TA going into Sabrina here with about a 1-stage lead. Finding a 5 combo to start.
Wasn't able to get that chain in time, but good follow-up is going to catch Sabrina out of position. 12 is not bad.
Very, very solid. Karioki trying to keep up. Got I believe, a 20-second Koga there, so she's no slouch in this by any means, but considering TA's prowess in his namesake game, Tetris Attack, you had to think going in that he was going to be able to adjust decently quickly to the unique mechanics to this game and to this speed, which it should be noted that you can play on versus mode against other humans, play from speed levels from 1 to 10, and this game at this difficulty with these computers generally plays at speed level, I think, 4. So this is a very slow game, and
yeah, even on S-Hard, it's still at 4.
It's a really slow experience to get used to, especially if you are used to playing at faster speeds against human opponents. And we have a few players in this tournament who have done decently well in this tournament, who are coming from the player versus player scene, where they do play generally on higher levels. It's really nice to see how they're able to adjust.
I imagine it's easy for those players to adjust because you're just having to wait a bit longer and get used to some slower physics, but it's not like it's agonizingly slower, as we've seen people like Foxy and Tetrisattakr and Buster Beachside, who have been able to put up some pretty strong times in preparation for this tournament. Rocket.
Bit scummy from Rocket, and don't look now. Carrie just got a 13-second Tracy. So she wants to make this interesting. We're about 60% through, and it will get interesting, especially if Rocket's going to keep doing X5 chains. Wow, that's just a bit rude. Layering.
And one of the, I'd say one of the disadvantages, if these stages go on longer, they can kind of like run into a cycle, just because the way the garbage clears work is that it gives you a clear with something on the bottom. So if you have sent over a bunch of garbage and they're able to clear all of it, that's going to take a long time to clear and give them time to set up more garbage blocks. So I generally advocate, if you can send like groups of smaller chains, like if you send your initial 3 or 4 chain with combo garbage and then just keep sending extra chains after that, that'll break up the garbage such that you don't have those long clear times that allow the AI to get into position. Because I think like once a stage goes past 40 or 50 seconds, it has a very good shot of going to a minute or longer.
Yeah, we saw that with TA. They were getting a minute-long Rocket, and Carrie using that opportunity to get relatively even with them. Oh, does this have a chance? Yes, it does.
Here we go.
Look at that. Karioki taking a very, very slight lead as we head into the Elite Four. You have to wonder what might be going through these players' minds as they're going through these runs. Like, are there nerves at play? Are they flubbing moves and letting it get to them, or are they just getting incredibly unlucky stages?
That was a good start from Tetrisattakr right there, getting that 9 combo.
Oh yeah.
Yes. Didn't get the initial double form, but that did not matter. Not always as big of a risk in hard mode. Just something that boosts your odds a fair bit.
Yes, it will be TA first to Lorelei, and you might see from these from the higher level higher seeded players in this tournament that they do tend to do a bit better on the later stages, and it doesn't seem to matter like what level you play at. It does feel like the better players are able to get more consistency at the end, and yeah, 22nd Lorelei will definitely help on that consistency front.
Karioki had a nice little swag swap chain, but Lorelei is like, I don't care about that. I'm gonna lower my stack and make you top me off. Karioki is in a
is this follow-up chain good for
right
TA? His initial chain was a little short. And Bruno's clearing garbage. Oh, the screen shake scam.
I got the columns now. There we go. The scam. Yeah. Stop time is a scam.
Oh,
this
man.
is difficult. Okay. Karioki getting through with a minute. Lorelei, and that's probably going to put the nail in the coffin for her, unless she can get some stellar Bruno and Gary, and if Gary will troll TA here enough.
TA's chain didn't start off that robust, so mate, there's a chance. Oh no! Wait a minute! Oh wait a minute!
Ooh,
hello. Oh, that's a good way to finish off a run. And dang, Karioki got a 16-second Bruno, so she's doing doing just fine in her own right. Let's listen to her as she finishes this one up. But TA is going to clock in officially at 11:17, and that will be good enough to give him the first Pokeball.
Ding.
Ooh, okay.
Nice 21.
There we go. Carrie finishing that one off strong, getting in at about 12:05 for that first race. So. Good finish from her. She's got to be feeling pretty good about that in all honesty, all things considered.
Yeah, just about 30 seconds behind her PB, and definitely has, maybe not the cursor speed, but definitely knows how to chain. And if she can just get some 4 or 5 chains off and get a little bit of luck from the AI, this could be pretty competitive.
Alright, let me try to get back to listening to TA, whatever little volume we can here, and have to probably speak to some of these players about volume control later on. But it's not a huge deal.
The volume should be so loud that it pierces your dreams.
You say that, Tay, and I always find your audio to be among the softest in the entire group.
I think I just like being cautious with my audio. People want to hear me complaining. They don't want to hear the game.
Well, that's why you mute your microphone. All right. Oh, okay. Our players are having fun with the name of this race room that was just created. called Casual Noob. It feels so appropriate, yet it feels so wrong.
Casual Casual noobs. Isn't that what we all are running this game?
In the face of this game, yeah, we're all noobs. Oh my. Yeah, this might be a bit of a cozy Saturday afternoon, but we are still getting a nice bit of a crowd here to watch. So I thank everyone in the live chat watching this fine afternoon.
Thank you for hanging out, everyone. I know, gosh, it's been a bit of a Puzzle League binge for me the last few days. As we get started with game number 2, let's see how the stage is set on Gary 1.
Alright, a deliberate double 4 combo set that turned into a 6 combo for TA.
Oh,
An unfortunate clear, that's going to give Carrie the early edge. It's a 6-second edge, but it's an early edge nonetheless. We'll flip-flop quite a bit in the early going, as the skill ceiling to beat these early foes quickly is much lower in the first half.
Yeah, 11 seconds for karaoke is very quick. She set up her initial assault very well. Maybe not.
This follow-up's gonna be a problem.
Yeah.
Here we go.
Very good 11 for Tetris Attackr.
Very quick to switch that, and Brock not very quick to switch up what he was doing. Otherwise, Carrie would have been in it for a much longer haul.
I've noticed that one thing that's possibly putting karaoke back is she doesn't quite have the chain recognition, the chain follow-up recognition that some more seasoned players have. Like I've noticed, like you get good at as you play the game, you get good at spotting like ways you can set up 5s, like in T shapes or L shapes, and she unfortunately hasn't been spotting those and have just been using those as regular 3s to set up chains. So that could be something on the margins that puts her at a bit of a disadvantage.
And as these players are about level up now, I know you saw this on Twitter, Tay, but I couldn't help but notice a tweet from a rather prominent speedrunner in Pair Strike regarding that this game has a really high barrier to entry for all of the various mechanics that it has, and it's not gonna lie, it's kind of motivating me to try and script out a way to bridge that gap a little sooner by trying to come up with various tutorials to find combos and to recognize chains a little better than these games can explain them, because these games try to explain how to make chains in ways that look very clean. Speaking of clean, that was a nice clean Erica from TA.
Yeah, I'm actually having that problem trying to learn some Puyo Puyo, is that like the tutorials, everything is set up very nicely, and then you go into the wild of like a random game and you don't have these clean blocks, and like, what do I do? Like, how do I spot these patterns, or are there any templates I want to be on the lookout for? And nice.
Ooh,
swag
lag. That is
PA.
The swag lag. Love it. A lag chain. Here we go.
But yeah, I've been thinking about that a little too. Like I kind of get sick of just saying like, oh well, you just have to start playing the game when you're young, and that's just something that helps. That's something that a lot of us. That's a place a lot of us came from, but it doesn't help people. It's kind of discouraging, even if it's like true. You don't want to like necessarily just lean on that as a means of advice. And I had just to offer a little insight that I use is that I've kind of like learned how to kind of like count the blocks or like look for patterns that I know I can rearrange into certain combos. So for the fives, basically, if you notice that you have, like, say you have three, you notice 3 yellows vertically, and then you have also 3 yellows horizontally in the bottom row. That's something that you can arrange into a 5 combo. Or maybe you notice that you can, like, you have two yellows, and that, like, vertically, and then up above on either side you have 2 yellows. Well, now I see, like, I can drop a yellow into that gap from above and make a 5 combo. So just counting the blocks, like, row-wise and column-wise, is something that is a skill that I've developed over the years, and, like, maybe that's something other people can use to develop their combo awareness.
I think I would actually use that as a bit of useful advice for going through the puzzle mode. If there's anything that the puzzle mode in this game does near as useful as it can be, is that it does manage to expose you to various combinations that are not super obvious, like that upside down L or J shaped 5 combo that you described, or doing crosses of various sizes to make, like, plus sign 5 combos, 6 combos,
or
7 combos.
Upside down T's.
T
really
shapes.
like those.
T shapes are always fun. And that's probably something we as a community we could help make the recognition better, which is to show in more unclean states where you can find those formations and highlight those formations in a visual form. I think that would make things a bit easier for newer players to digest. But that's something more we can talk about later. We've got a match to finish looking at. These players are still about a stage apart, so not much has changed on that front. Okay, 16-second Giovanni, 24-second Rocket for Carrie. So we're maintaining about a 1-stage lead for TA. Alright, what do we got here? I see a blue and red lead 4 combo on the right. There it is. Oh, went for a 5 instead.
Go for the 5. I think we can all agree that 5 is the most satisfying combo count. There are just so many different variations you can do on a 5.
Ooh, nice 17-second Richie.
This is gonna be good for karaoke.
Oh, good.
Yes,
She's keeping up.
Don't swap away.
She is so keeping up. She's one bad stage from getting back in this. I don't know. I don't know if I would find the 5 more satisfying or the 8. Either the 8 or the 9. Like, there's an 8 right there. Like, I just like being able to make 2 lines of garbage at once.
8s are good. Like, they're cool from a gameplay perspective and maybe a flashiness perspective, just because they are so big. I think from a practicality perspective, the 5 is definitely very useful, and just from an aesthetic perspective as well. Although I guess you can have 8s. Ooh,
Carrie made up some ground. Is it too little, too late though? We're down to 2 stages. We're gonna have to count on Bruno doing some controlling of TA's inner nature in order to make this match a little more interesting. Oh, that's not the start TA wants. Nice 10 combo, but is that gonna be enough? Oh, it might be. Oh, okay. Okay. I see you.
Good 15. Ooh, this could, depending on how Gary goes, this could be a sub 10 for Tech TA.
Yeah, sub 10 is close to what the top players have been able to put up with some consistency in this tournament. I know my average time in this stage was a 9:55. So there's some perspective there, and the other top player's been getting in that 10-minute range. TA's gonna have to show Gary what he's got.
Gary. Well, here's a.
Ooh,
Gary,
oh, you're gonna. Wow! Just clearing those reds, I think, gave him enough time. That's kind of a timer scummy. Now Gary's gonna get to build chains off of that garbage. Not that many chains, though. Thankfully,
he doesn't have anything good here.
Oh.
If he dropped that, yeah, time to lower that out.
Oh good. Oh boy, he's getting chains off the garbage. He'll get like a couple seconds every time. Oh, but Gary's been having trouble topping off Bruno. We're feeling
I hate it when they go down and find a random clear when they should be focusing on the garbage, but I guess that's just part of their. Ooh.
Oh man, and TA's Gary almost got there in time to extend that even further, but with a minute 15, Gary will end up with a 10:47 for TA, and that will be good enough for the second Pokeball. Yeah, that's roughly what we would come to expect from TA, considering his current best run in this mode. Like anything within 1 to 2 minutes of your personal best is still a very, very solid run. As our live chat has questioned that there are Pokeballs on the bottom to indicate race wins. We're lining one of those up each time someone gets a win. We are doing these best of 5.
Should be good.
Ooh, there we go.
Yeah.
There we go. Decent finish.
I would like to buy 10, please.
We'd love to see those Garys, honestly.
Give me a guaranteed 30-second Gary. I'd take it.
Yeah, that's really where we've arrived at this point. There we go. There we go. We're hanging around about a minute margin for these races, and we've got one more attempt to trying to get this match more competitive. So let me start these players on that trek.
Oh. I was checking in to see if Monokemia on the RPG speedrun is close to being done to amp her up, but of course all these games have estimates ranging from 4 to 9 hours. So
yeah, I barely know anything regarding Monokemia speedrunning. Like, yeah, it's just one of those RPGs that's hard to sequence break from what I remember. I've barely played the first one.
I had a friend that played it a bit. I think I gave him a copy a long time ago, and then he sold a copy of Monokemia with the slipcover and art book at a garage sale for $2. And I'm like, dude, you have to research your games when you sell them. All those obscure RPGs can be worth like 30 to 50 bucks.
I think I remember trying to look for a copy of one of those games at one point, and I think it was like $30 with just a case and disc. In any case, it is time for Game 3. This may be Carrie's last chance to get herself into the final bracket. Let's see what she does with it.
Ooh, she's not. Oh. No, she's going with it. Is she gonna notice that 5? No, unfortunately.
Oh, she's going big. She's going big, and TA
And
showing up big with a 10. And you know what? If you get a 15 out of it, then you don't knock it. Go ahead and flaunt it.
I think that's why hard mode tends to be a pretty good beginner speedrun, like more than, say, easy or normal, just because the AI will raise their stack, and if you know how to play a Puzzle League game like decently, if you know how to chain out to 5 or 6, then you can definitely speedrun hard mode. Like you might not get the best time, but you'll be playing the game and you'll be winning relatively quickly and just having a good time. So if anyone watching is interested at all in the prospect of speedrunning a puzzle game, I encourage you to get started with hard mode and just drop some 5 and 6 chains.
And if you have any questions at all about the game, do not hesitate to join our Puzzle General Discord, where speedrunners of lots of skill levels gather to celebrate these games. In fact, nice 13 from TA and 15 from Carrie, keeping this very close. In fact, last night a few of us at least, got together and did a little 20th anniversary game celebration for this game, and did some unusual or somewhat goofy races for the game. In fact, as was mentioned earlier, our normal mode record holder and Wario's Woods Runner extraordinaire, Monty, put up $20 for someone to beat the first 30 basic puzzles of the puzzle mode first.
And then that was so great because like it sounds like so puzzle mode speedrunning is not a thing at all, but when Monty made the suggestion, everyone was like, sure, like why not? Like tonight's the night. Like if not now, then when? So we just 7 of us. I'm gonna drop a screenshot in the chat, but like 7 of us loaded up puzzle mode and went through those 30 stages. And once you get past 13 or 15 or so, like some of those puzzles, you got to think a bit, and people are kind of panicking towards the end.
Yeah, especially if you haven't seen those puzzles in years, like I had. Like I actually had experience trying to speedrun the puzzle mode as part of a 100% run that I showed off. I think it was 2015. I did that. I'm not exactly sure. Ooh, nice 10 seconds from TA, trying to pull away here, but Carrie getting the right garbage to top off Koga. Just doing a little bit too much, and some of it's not falling, but that'll get the job done.
There we go. Staying close behind.
Alright. Ooh, okay. Okay, TA's chain's a little thin, so he's gonna do a mental reset and build it back up. That'll work.
15.
That will most definitely work. Okay.
Ooh, there we
Okay,
go.
Carrie going for X6. Wait, X8.
Oops.
Oh,
She doesn't need.
I think she's going the swag route. Just doing it because she can. There we go. It's still under 20 seconds.
I don't think she knew she had those lined up. That's the point where we're like, no, stop chaining. I don't want this.
Oh, so close. Blaine loves to do that. I think if you put an HTTPS in front of that Discord link, it'll work. I do find that being a bit of a problem depending on what browser you're using to access our Discord. Okay. Okay, TA not starting with a combo. Rather sluggish start.
A bit rough. There's the upside down T. Although, fortunately, the upside down T does make it rather difficult to continue the chain. Just because you cannot maneuver around the tip of the T that's sticking up.
Oh boy, some stop time scamming from Tracy, and this is building up nicely for Carrie, going up X5, X6. That's probably good with that amount of combos.
I'm glad that good that didn't continue. Was this gonna be okay?
Okay, okay. There's a lead change. Let's listen in to Carrie as TA still on the struggle bus on this Tracy. Oh man, TA doesn't have him topped off anymore. Oh boy. Oh boy, you don't want to see these bad stages, but they do tend to create quite a big intrigue when they do happen. Oh, Carrie wanted that chain a little bit bigger. Now she's going to be struggling herself in a very vicious spiral with Rocket. Okay, TA's building a large-scale X4 chain. Trying to spam some combos on the top of that. That might be enough to deal with Rocket there. Yeah, both players are having their problems. No!
What is happening? Oh.
TA's Rocket almost successfully went second tier on the garbage, but they changed their minds.
How does the AI even work?
We still don't know for certain. This game's still a bit of a black box as far as how its insides operate. Okay, got an X4 from TA and 1-6 combo. 3 chain. That follow-up might be good. Yeah, that'll be good.
Yep.
Still
yeah, whenever you have the situation where they have just like 1 or 2 blocks sticking out and nothing to match them with, and they take so long to drag them out of the way.
Oh, Carrie, no!
No!
She got so crossed up on how she wanted to deal with that, and then Rocket sent an extra line and just ran out. She just ran out of time. Oof.
That's unfortunate. She was keeping up so well, and now you have a death after a 1.5-minute Rocket, and it's gonna take some pretty bad luck for Tetrisattakr in order for Kariohki to catch up, I'd say. See, unfortunately, Rocket was not topped off on Kariohki's side, otherwise she probably would have had the kill there. Could be it.
Alright,
And
nice recovery.
TA is topped off and getting a little flustered. Like, you don't usually expect this in hard mode.
Oh, TA might have a real problem here.
Oh Oh, that's another death.
Oh! I think we've only had like one real stage loss this entire tournament going into today, and now we've got two near back to back. Oh man, this has been something else. Yeah, I've seen that with TA. He does have a tendency to not keep his stack raised, especially when he gets preoccupied with various chains. So he will find himself with fewer panels to work with than perhaps he should. There's TA getting that kill on Richie, but he let his stack get really low there. So that's going to be something to keep an eye on going forward.
You're wasting my time.
Let's switch.
Yeah, so another bit of advice for running hard mode is don't be afraid to raise your stack. Like, you should honestly be scrambling to raise it on these later stages just to give yourself more ammo before the AI sends you a bunch of blocks.
Yeah, we are definitely seeing in full display in this match why you should be more aggressive.
What are you doing, Geo? Come on.
Oh man, you thought that rocket loss was going to be the end of your hopes and dreams. I think this Giovanni is making it even worse. Oof.
That's unfortunate.
Really hate to see that. But TA will be looking to finish this out. It's not going to be good for his bracket seeding because due to the uneven number of players in each group, I am basing the seeds for the final bracket based partly on average race times. So this 12-minute run from TA is not going to be good for that. But it looks like he will be secure in his spot in the next round. Okay, got X4 there with a 5 combo.
Not gonna drop in time.
6 lines.
See that?
That needed 6
Gary
lines to
would've
drop
been-
sooner.
Yeah, on Gary 2, it's not a bad idea to go 6 to 7 lines. Because the likelihood of him stretching you out if you don't send enough right away is just way too high.
That's the place to go big. If you're gonna go big in any stage, that's gonna be the way to do it. And hey, Carrie's had a couple of strong stages, so she's ending in a strong manner.
There we go.
But that will do it.
Gary not handling those purples properly and wasted just enough time for Tetris Attack to stamp his ticket into the main bracket.
That is officially a 13:08. If I can actually maneuver things correctly, I'll have better formatting for this for next time. Anyway, time to give TA the third Pokeball and the win banner for winning this match 3-0. Oh me, oh my. TA showing a bit in this match why he is one of the people to beat. Why he is one of the people to care about in the final bracket. Carry just a bit overmatched, as tends to happen with some of these matchups. But her 12-minute runs are good for her. So she was on a good pace most of the way.
Sub 30 Gary.
There we go. She that was not a bad finish from her. She's no slouch at this. It's not easy to get these to get this hard mode in under 15 minutes if you don't know exactly what you're doing. So props to Karioki for putting up a good fight. But it will be Tetrisattakr winning 3-0 and moving on to our final bracket by virtue of Carrie having an 0-2 record in her group. Let me see if I can update the results.
Shout out
And
to
show
John
you guys exactly what this means.
Shout outs to John Williams for composing this little victory fanfare for us.
Oh boy, that cost a pretty penny. Alright, so let's take a look at how Group C looks now. Yes, by virtue of that loss, Karioki now officially eliminated from this tournament. This group has one more match left to go between Foxy Man and TA, and winner will move on to move on to the final bracket with the number 1 seed in this group, and will get a much more favorable matchup. And that's gonna be a very, very hotly contested one, I think.
Yeah, they're going to be fighting for the number 1 seed out of that group. And Foxy had times of 13:03, 12:17, and 9:50 in his first games against Karioki. So possibly just getting used to racing under pressure. There's no resets, there's no safety net. You just have to plunge ahead, and if I think we know that Tetris Attack can squeak in if Foxy's not having a good day. I think you and I have some vested interest in that matchup, because if Foxy drops down to the 5 through 8 seed, there's a chance one of us will have to face him, and early on.
Oh god. I
don't want to face them in V-Hard at all. But,
funny enough, I think with how the race averages are panning out, if TA does manage to beat Foxy, then I think we could very well see them up against each other again in the first bracket round. I think if my math is right, and that TA would have the slowest time among the top seeds, and Foxy Man would have the fastest time among the bottom seeds. Although I'd have to check with his times against Cozy. We'll find out more about Cozy's times later, because no, we're not coming up next. No, that is not next. That will be tomorrow at our regularly scheduled 7 p.m. Eastern time slot. We will be seeing Cozy Pocket and Buster Beachside duke it out for that final playoff spot in Group B. You will not want to miss that. So, Tayman, any final thoughts on what we saw today?
I think I was surprised by it being a little closer than I expected. Like, hard mode kind of reared its ugly head again, and both Karioki pulled off some pretty good starting chains, but unfortunately didn't have the consistency required. Tetrisattakr just a little bit faster and able to pull off those games, but it was very exciting for sure. And I look forward to watching his matchup against Foxy and tomorrow's matchup as well. That's going to be a good one between Cozy and Buster.
We've got 3 matches left in this group stage, and we hope you guys watching are looking forward to tuning in to them all. We'll get those matches out of the way and get to the harder portion of the tournament very shortly, and then the craziness will really start ramping up. You will not want to miss how this ends. So for Tayman and everyone at Puzzle General, everyone playing in these races, everyone volunteering behind the scenes to make these broadcasts happen. This has been Cards of the Heart, and until next time, everyone, thanks for watching.